Okay, all right. This is going to be kind of a. I realize I never did a recap of 2016, my first year doing all this detecting. So this is all the interesting, mildly interesting finds from last year. Actually, there's a few things missing here that I didn't keep from one of my finds. A bunch of railroad iron stuff, old iron stuff from like probably the 40s and older, but nothing real exciting. So there you go. There's the big collection. So we've got we're actually missing one here. I think I tossed it because it was pretty rusted, but total of 3 bottle openers here, but there was actually 4 I found last year out and about. And then we got 2 spoons. These actually came both from my yard, along with that and this car. Then well, there was actually another car, like half of a car that got chopped by a lawnmower that was in my yard. This was in my yard as well. That was in my yard. The video that showed where we got the silver dime, that came from there. This came from a park. This is actually the first find I ever found in our yard. That's a piece of chrome trim off of a car. Then a nearby park. This is a lead balanced weight for a car tire or car rim, and a cell phone battery. That was kind of weird. This is only an example of. I went to a school and found a lot of just the tops of pencils, but this is the only one I found where I found a whole pencil. I'm gonna get rid of that, but or use it or whatever. But yeah, I tossed out the rest of them. This pocket knife is pretty kind of rusted up. I tried to put it kind of through a cleaner, but it's so rusty. I'm not going to really mess with it too much. The spoons, of course, are all like stainless steel sort of things or silver coated. This is like a baby spoon. In case you didn't realize what that is, this is the knob for shutting off the water on the outside of the house, the spigot. This came also from the house last year where we found the silver dime. Yeah, this is a really weird bottle opener. I don't understand what that's all about, but yeah, very strange. And then here's an arrow, aluminum arrow, what's left of it. I actually had the other part. I've lost what happened to the other part of that. I actually broke it digging it out. I didn't realize it was so long. Then we come down to, of course, the coins. Oh, and then there's this little fitting for like electrical stuff, I think, for holding like a ground wire or something like that to something. And then a piece of frame from someone's eyeglasses. And then we come down to the coins, of course, and there's oh, that penny goes over there somewhere. A lot of them. This came from from the schoolyards. Minnesota Zoo squished penny. Where'd it go there? It's a bear somewhere on there. I don't know which way it's, but it says Minnesota Zoo. So that was mildly amusing to find that. But all these pennies in here are very modern Lincoln Memorials. Then there is 3 Wheaties down here. Then there's that dime from the house built pre-1900. Then there's the pool token found for local pool here in Rochester, Silver Lake Municipal Pool, child's admission token. That was actually found in my yard. But probably the coolest, neatest find of the year. Not really worth much or anything like that, but it's an interesting thing. And this is going to get most likely donated to the local historical society, because we kind of looked on their system and they didn't seem to have one of these. They have older ones, but they don't have anything from probably 60s, 70s that this came from. So we'll get that donated. But yeah, a lot of quarters, a lot of dimes and nickels and everything in there. But that is the haul for my first like about half year of doing stuff. And we're already well on our way for this year for stuff. So we'll have some videos hopefully of that soon. Oh, and then I didn't talk about this button here. This like, it's a plastic button coated in some sort of metal thing, chrome stuff, so it's nothing real fancy. And this bottle opener, if I can get it to focus on it, says, if I can focus, Leo Ham. Oh, come on, focus. Leo Ham. And that's going to be like, I think, bottling company or brewing company. And then it's St. Paul, Minnesota. Yeah, so yeah, that's kind of interesting. It was found in the yard, one of the yards of a house that I had permission to dig on. That was about the only interesting thing that came out of that yard. Well, that's not true. A Hot Wheels car came out of that yard, but I gave that to their kid. Bought an 80s Hot Wheels car. So there you go. That's 2016's most impressive finds, I guess you would say. Best thing, of course, being, you know, the dime and probably the pool token. And these weedy pennies are from like about 40s, something around in there. Nothing too old.